welcome back to Chicago. Hey, Happy New Year. I'm gonna try something. Well, we'll see how long it lasts here. This is not really a resolution. I'm just going to experiment with, as long as the resolution holds out, I'm gonna experiment more with using the YouTube app itself. I was over the past year, I've been using Streamlabs, mainly streaming in the horizontal format. It seems the YouTube algorithm punishes people that stream in horizontal, or just only feeds them to people on a computer. Most people get their impressions from phones, so since YouTube's really trying to compete with TikTok and X and Reels now with their vertical streaming here, we'll try it for a while. It seems like it pushes the reruns more. So hey, Julie Reed, Krista, Chris, yeah, it's a New Year's resolution. Well, positives and negatives, everything. I really like filming in the landscape mode, but it's really hard for me to get the live started. I've been having more problems getting them started on Streamlabs. I noticed maybe I need to update my app. I don't know, but I noticed the longer I stream with YouTube, the resolution degrades over time. We'll see if it continues. Maybe if I use it more, maybe it'll help out here. But hey, we're back in Chicago. We walked to work this morning on TikTok. I want to continue producing content on YouTube. I meant to produce more content on YouTube when we were in Texas, but even the content I did produce, some of it people just weren't interested in, or maybe they're not interested in me. I don't know. There's, we got horns. Xfinity. Oh, they're beeping at the Xfinity because they were cutting over there. They missed their turn. Hey, bro, welcome to Chicago. We're here at Millennium Park here. John James, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in there, Annette. Good afternoon, Annette. Thanks for being on here and dealing. Thanks for letting me have a vacation there. I took 2 weeks. Chris Schultz, Diane, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, Krista, really, Julie Reed or Chris. Yeah. So it looks like CT Clan is a troll. If any of my mods want to get rid of him, that's fine. I'm a heterosexual man. You can call me gay all you want. I can take it. You can call me whatever you want. That's not why I'm doing it. We got people of all orientations that tune in. They don't need to read your comments. Sounds like you're pretty immature there. Well, welcome back to YouTube. Isn't it great? We got trolls already. But yeah, no, I work downtown. I should block you for just saying the hood here. Welcome to Chicago. If you want to stereotype our whole city based upon, you watch the movie Chirac, or, I do go the west sides, the south sides. I live on the north side. You can stereotype me any way you want. You probably already have. It doesn't matter what I say. And you already stereotyped the city. We got so many live streamers across Chicago. If you want to find other Chicago content besides mine, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to waste any more time on it. Here, let's go check out the ice skating. I work downtown, so it's easy for me to stream downtown. And if you don't like it, watch something else. And if I really tell you what I really thought about you, you wouldn't like it. So there's the elk going by here. There's the Christmas tree. Where's your Christmas spirit there? All you want to see is the hood or whatever pejorative. You want to stereotype this city, make yourself feel better about yourself. I'm going to make myself feel better by filming this ice skating rink here. And we'll catch it before the Zamboni comes out and smooths out the ice. We'll check out the bean. And if you ever want to feel like more depressed about the state of humanity, just become a live streamer. The comments will make you realize that we're all doomed. I call it TikTok brain, but we're on YouTube, and it even persists on YouTube. Thanks for checking out Chicago. It's getting icy on the streets there, Chris. Yeah, I wonder Lake County. I mean, my weather app says that there might be snow this afternoon. If it's going to be snow, it's going to be lake effect. He's got a nice stick there for his. How you doing here, people? Ice skating here. Look at that. Yeah, you know, I think that's a cop-out that you can't afford to live in Chicago. There's people that live in Chicago on fixed income. The people that live in Chicago on very minimal incomes that, you know, you just can't live downtown. You know, I agree. I can't afford to live in some of these areas either. You might think it's funny. I live in Lincoln Park, but I've lived in Lincoln Park for 26 years on a middle-class salary. And, you know, you could say the same thing about Miami, Florida. You could say the same thing about Austin, Texas, New York, LA. They just did the congestion pricing in New York. So I don't think you can afford to live in Manhattan either. I don't know what you're trying to make, but I'm just going to ignore it, and we're going to concentrate on people that enjoy this content. It's cold in Florida. Wow. But yeah, see, we got about 31 degrees. We're up to 31. We were 23 degrees Fahrenheit when we started this morning on TikTok. Now we're see that guy's warming up there. That's a true unhoused person here in the city. So if you want to, you know, you can make fun of me. Don't make fun of that guy. You know, he's living outside here in the wintertime in Chicago. So, you know, you can make whatever jokes you want. I'm just gonna, you just reflect on yourself. But Happy New Year there, Lambie T. Yeah, how you doing there? Yeah, Alvin, thanks for tuning in here. Yeah. Keep your money. Keep your $500. Don't give it to me. Give it to somebody more worthy than me. Donate it to a food bank or somebody that helps out people in need. Something to do with kids or pets. Maybe PETA. Or I appreciate it. If you got $500, there's much more worthy causes than my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. I do this because I enjoy it. Not that I enjoy dealing with the stupid comments. I just enjoy the nice community we got here. Thanks for letting me have a nice winter break there. We went to Texas, Corpus Christi. You saw that aircraft carrier. Most of the reruns are on TikTok, but there are some reruns on YouTube, including we shot fireworks with my nephews, and they really enjoyed that. Hopefully $200 on fireworks, so I guess I am bourgeoisie capitalist that deserves to be despised along with Elon Musk. So if you're going to despise me, despise Elon Musk too. That's all I ask. If you hate my guts, please hate Elon Musk's guts too, and then we'll be friends. But here, let's go. I forgot the bean. Let's just check out the bean of Chicago. I think I want to cruise by Daily Plaza. I'm not going to stream all the way to 1 o'clock because I have a 1 o'clock meeting. And so I'll rush back to get to work to make that there. Hey, how you doing there, Christopher? Yeah, thanks for tuning. Will, how you doing there? Yeah, thanks for enjoying the scenery there. And AZMI and Christopher Dotson. Yeah, Christopher Dotson, I saw. Yeah, we were, this morning I was talking about the Manhattan, the congestion pricing. I saw you have a nice, good commentary because I said, check out Christopher Dotson page there on YouTube because, you know, you want a real New Yorker's perspective of what the congestion pricing is, another tax. Everything that can't be taxed will be taxed. I'm not laughing at it. It's just interesting, you know. You can blame it on, I'm probably to blame, my industry. Urban planners have come up with a lot of crazy ideas that are idealistic and in reality don't work out the way they think they are. They should be. And we'll see how it plays out over time there. But check out Christopher Dotson's page. Thanks for tuning in here, and everybody else here. We'll go up to the bean here. And hey, Tuscany, Italy. Thanks for tuning in from Italy. Tuscany, what a beautiful location on the earth there. We're going to check out the bean of Chicago here. And yeah, the drivers, I mean, think about that. Yeah, you know, how does it affect the delivery drivers? You know, Christopher, I'm sure I need to watch your video more. You probably delve into this. You know, even if you take a taxi or an Uber, does the price get passed on to the passenger? If you go south to 60th, somebody was arguing with me this morning. I said it's only half in Manhattan. They said more than half. I said, well, you know, Marcus Garvey Park's at 125th. There's, I think you go up to Washington Heights, you go up to 136th Street, whatever, up there at the East River there. So what's the half of Manhattan, the south of Central Park? I think the Upper East Side and Upper West Side are be spared from the congestion pricing. They'll drop you off there at 60th Street. But yeah, it severely affects Midtown, Battery Park, you know, East Village, West Village, all the popular tourist areas of Manhattan there. Here's the Great Bean of Chicago. We show it all the time, but we haven't seen it in over 2 weeks here. So thanks for tuning in here to YouTube here. We'll check out the Great Bean of Chicago. See, we got liquid water. It's not even icy. I guess they salted this down enough. Hey, John James, Ryan D, St. Louis. Yeah, how much snow did you get in St. Louis there? I know everybody was looking at Chicago. I said, all the snow went south of us. St. Louis, Cincinnati, Louisville, I guess Washington, D.C.'s. Getting it. Even Cleveland got some snow, people said. But we missed it here mostly in Chicago. There was a little dusting, a lake effect. Maybe an inch the most up by Waukegan. Somebody said they tuned in from Waukegan this morning. They said they got a little bit of snow. No, it was Kenosha. It was Kenosha. I'm sorry, Kenosha got some snow. But here's the ice skating rink here, the main one in Millennium Park. 11 inches. You got 11 inches. That is nuts. See, that's quite the snowstorm. So they're taking a nice time lapse there. Look at that. See, I saw they filmed the hockey game yesterday from Chicago, and they were showing this with the hockey and Blackhawks logos there on the Aon. That was interesting. Here's the Bean of Chicago. I'm trying to get my pant rolled up here. I'm stepping on my pants here. Hey, we'll go back down past the official Christmas tree. Yeah, see, they're waving. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Looks good. How you doing? That's awesome. Yeah. 8 inches. Kelly got 8 inches. Annette just got the dusting in northeast New Jersey. Thanks, Annette. Most you've ever seen, Ryan D. Wow, that's a big snowstorm. I know it's a big deal. I know we're feeling for everybody affected by the snowstorm. St. Louis, downstate Illinois. Yeah, I was just in Effingham Friday. I'm sure they were hit hard. Kentucky got like sleet, like the wintry mix, the freezing rain, which is the worst. You know, they were on the dividing line between the rain and the snow. I think Cincinnati got a bunch of snow, Indianapolis. I talked to my father. He had 6 inches in downstate Indiana, and down by the Ohio River. I guess Louisville probably got some bad weather. West Virginia, and now it's hitting Washington D.C., the East Coast. I don't know if it's going to hit Philadelphia. Keep me posted there. Hey, thanks for liking the stream there. Yeah, Cincinnati's getting dumped. Getting a lot of snow there. Can't get out of his driveway in Effingham. Yeah, that's good. Thanks for the impact. Sorry, Christopher, I missed your comments there, but yeah, I see you retracting them, which is fine. So hopefully everything's fine there. And sorry if I missed something earlier there. Mama Goo. Southwest suburbs, that's good there. Kelly there. Good, Christopher, thank you. So here, look, there's the ice skating rink here. And look at that, there's the, thanks a lot, Christopher, there. So this United States of America, planet Earth here. How you doing here? Welcome to Chicago. See, we just went by the Bean there. This is called Millennium Park. There's our elevated train system. That's the L trains. We'll go underneath there. We'll head right into the loop there. We'll head over towards Daily Plaza because that's where they had the Kris Kringle. I expect they're starting to ramp it down here for the season. So we still got ice. Hey, look, there's a pile of snow. So I'm waiting for the light to change. So while we're waiting for the light here, there's people playing in the snow here. There's a big snow pile. I don't know if this came from the ice rink. Yeah, look, they're throwing it up there. That's good. Yeah. Throwing snowballs. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, the ice skating rink here. Yeah, there he goes. He's gonna get her. Yeah, get her, yeah, get her. Yeah. That's awesome. That's great. See, look, perfect. We got that. People having fun with the little bit of snow we got here. There's a pile of snow next to the ice skating rink here. Here's the bean. Man, all kinds of news. I guess Justin Trudeau's gonna resign as the Prime Minister of Canada. That's huge. I mean, you know, isn't it amazing that one of the unforeseen consequences of the pandemic is that so many countries have shifted to the right since the pandemic because of the governments that were in control at the time. Well, remember, Trump was in control of the United States, so Trump, you know, and so that's probably why, I'm sure that's why that election was so close that he lost in 2020. But then he came back because Biden, people still got frustrated with some of the response to the pandemic. And Trudeau probably paid the biggest price. I know he had some scandals and other things, but it's we don't want our ally and neighbor to the north there to have political unrest there. So we'll see what happens with they're probably gonna have another election, probably just like Biden not choosing not to run again for the re-election. They'll probably, someone else will run for Canada's election for the Liberal Party there in October. So here we'll see what happens here. But I just saw that in the news this morning here. We're heading down Washington Street here, heading towards Daily Plaza here. Fun time there. So Ed K, I'm sure what doesn't matter what I say about the violence in the city. I'm sure your mind's already made up and everybody else's mind's made up. Let's check the L train going by here. Here's the pink line. You know, it shows you how much in the consciousness of people, you know, when I stream from Texas and Houston, we you know, Houston, we got the same news that we get in Chicago, stupid, senseless violence, you know, fires, and, you know, look what happened in New Orleans, and over New Year's, you know, and it's amazing how this city, you know, and this city deserves it because we do have horrible violence that's all over this city, just like all cities, but, you know, I think people use it for other political points besides just that, and there's violence all over the United States, as people remind me, especially on this day. Let's see here. Here's see, the one thing I don't like about, there we go. Now I wasn't zoomed out all the way there. Sometimes the YouTube app, I feel like I'm not zooming out as much. Here we'll go by Macy's. Here's the School of the Arts of Chicago. Hey, they got in your face. They got some artwork here, as they always do. They got some galleries here. We're on Washington Street. We're all heading over to State Street here. Hey, how you doing there? You worked at the Merchandise Mart, Wacker Drive. That's great. We go by there a lot. Hey, Lampy T, Happy New Year. Everybody, Happy New Year. Here's the Museum of Illusions. We went to there about a year ago. We went through there. There's still footage on YouTube and landscape form. We're trying out the orchard. Mia, how you doing there? The dude. AUS. How you doing there? Yeah. AUSE, Acero. Yeah. So this is the little bus stop here. They got a bus lane here that'll take you over to Ogilvie and Union Station. We'll cross State Street here. But hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Yeah, see, look, we got 98, 90, almost 100 people. That's pretty good for YouTube here. Thanks for tuning in to my little walk through the loop at lunchtime here. I'm on my lunch break. It's good to be back in Chicago. There's the, look at that. There's the Macy's holiday displays. The clock, the yellow's going by over there. You can hear it. We're across the State Street. There's the Chicago Theater. Oops. There it is. There's the Chicago Theater with the trumpets. Cars are going to start honking at me because the light's about to change here. There we go. The This used to be Marshall Fields, of course. The window displays there is Chicago too. We'll probably go by there on the way back to work here. Make sure I'm zoomed out all the way. I like my new gloves though. I got some new gloves that allow me to touch the screen without taking my gloves off. You know, the little electromagnetic connection you got to make with your fingers. They finally made some gloves that cover your fingers that you can actually touch the screen and pan and click and stuff. So vintage skyscrapers here in Chicago. There's the Muddy Waters mural there, State Street. Yeah, look at that, the Eye of Ra there. It's Egyptian. Yeah, thanks Annette. Yeah, thanks for tapping the screen there. Thanks Dolores Lambie T there. How you doing there? So let's see. Yeah, we're about to see the Picasso. I filmed the Calder a lot. Like we filmed the Calder statue. There's reruns recently where I walked by the Calder statue there on the Federal Plaza. Yeah, we're about to go over to where they had the Kris Kringle, which is Daily Plaza. They got the Picasso sculpture, so it's nice that you brought that up there. We're about to see the Picasso sculpture. I think they made it in 1968. Of course, Picasso never came to Chicago. They commissioned him to do that Daily the First. They wanted, just like the Calder, they wanted a bunch of world-renowned artists they commissioned them to these public plazas here. So here, here's Channel 2 News. They're not. But here, let's cross over to Daily Plaza. Kris Kringle Market's all taken down here. Here's City Hall. You've seen the Blues Brothers, your famous scene, of course, the end there. There's the Picasso. There's the menorah. They got so I know Hanukkah's over, but they got the menorah lit there. Hanukkah started on December 25th, just like Christmas this year. It was a rare where they coincided. The start of Hanukkah and Christmas coincided on December 21st this year. There's the Picasso. A lot of people have theories about what it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like. There, happy Hanukkah, happy Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Festivus for the rest of us, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate. There's the First Methodist Church there. Look, Kris Kringle's all gone. Some people said they were able to see it. It was really crowded. Here's the weather forecast. There's the snow. Pennsylvania. Oh, DC area, you can see their biggest snow in a few years. Southern tip of New Jersey, as much as 8 inches of snow. That's Channel 2 News. I don't want to film it too long because I get copyrighted strikes for just filming the news broadcast, even when I talk over it. Here's the last remnants. Here's the Eternal Flame, thanks to all the military. See, we visited that aircraft carrier when we were in Corpus Christi. I went with my father, who's a veteran. And so, please take it easy on me. If you want to bash this city or politics, I won't take it personally, but just don't bash me because, you know, all big cities have interesting, weird politics. I don't care if you live in LA, New York, ask Christopher. You know, they're dealing with the congestion tax. The governor of their state decided to go through with that. It's controversies. And just because I live here, don't think that I rubber stamp everything the local politicians do. It's not the case. And I'm sure you even if you live in an area where it's more aligned with your politics, I'm sure there's politicians that do stuff that you don't agree with either where you live. So thanks for understanding here. Yeah, that's UK. Thanks for tuning in there. That's good. Illuminati. Yeah, that was the Eye of Ra there. Yeah, you see that eye, the all-seeing eye. It's on our money. It's the pyramid on the back of the dollar. You know, Masons, they were obsessed with all that stuff. The Shriners, that's why all the Shriners stuff has this Middle Eastern architecture in the buildings. It's still in the buildings here. Even the Mason symbol with the compass in the eye. Yeah, see, you know, these symbols are important, you know. There's the Nederlander Theater. It used to be the Oriental, and before that it was the Iroquois Theater. Now it's the Nederlander Theater. Here's the Goodman Theater. We're in the theater district here. Loop of Chicago. We just went through Daily Plaza. We go through this area all the time here. So how you doing? And here we'll go past the Dearborn here, and there we go. Walk by Block 37. Let's see, they're still playing Harry Potter. They've been playing Harry Potter for as long as I can remember. You saw the train from Effingham? Hey, Tracy, that's good. Thanks for checking that out. Wasn't that nice? We got on the train there, Effingham. I beat the snow. We made it back just in time from our Texas trip. Nederlander Theater here. Thanks for tuning in there. You drove it? Yeah, longest drive. Yeah, to Picasso. Hey, how's it going there? Yeah. So, if you think I'm going to weigh in on the Middle East, you got to realize no matter what I think about it, it doesn't matter. Thanks for asking my opinion, but it's one of those gotcha things where you imagine my perspective, you know, and I have a wider audience on TikTok. It doesn't matter what any subject you pick. That's why I should stay away from, you know, every once in a while I do go off on a rant and talk about politics and my personal opinions, but I am not the news. Think for yourself. I'm sure you have an opinion that differs from mine. I think that's great. We got to find a way, even if we agree or disagree, that we can respect each other's opinions, and there's so many other factors at play, but I have to run this like a radio station. If people always try to get you those gotcha questions, if I would tell you what I really think, I would alienate half my audience, and the other half would probably disagree with me too. And so it's a no-win situation. You know, I'm like a news commentator. I can't really state my own personal opinions. You're trapped by the nature of streaming in public here, you know. And what does it matter what I think about it? You think the world cares about what Brian really Chicago thinks about anything? No, I'm not that powerful or influential. Thanks for asking here. And I'll let you keep your own opinions to yourself, because here, there's the Nederlander here, block 37. Look at the window displays. We got a TikTok from about a month and a half ago into November where we filmed all the the displays here. Christmas time, we'll go by the Chicago Theater. What time we got here? Hey, we got time enough to make it to the Riverwalk here. Let's go down and check out the Riverwalk. Yeah, there were some big names that were at the Chicago Theater over New Year's and around there, but I haven't seen the updated marquee here. So, yeah, let's go right under the Chicago Theater here. Yeah, that would get annoying there, Ryan D, if people think you live in Chicago just because you live in Illinois. I know Illinois is a big state. That's why I made sure I filmed from some of the town at Effingham there. Effingham's a beautiful town connected by the Amtrak, as is Champaign and Carbondale. At summertime, we went to the Garden of the Gods, which is southern Illinois down by Carbondale. The Go Salukis. Jimmy Yang, January 31st. Ladies R&B kickback, February 1st. They're already moving the marquee here. Let's run across Straight Street. Don't do this. Don't do this at home, kids. Hey, they're working on the Gene Siskel Film Center here. That's nice. There it is. Andrew Santino, January 11th, the Chicago Theater. Pat McGann, January 25th. See, they've updated the marquee. It was different the last time we were here. Here's Channel 7 News. There's the Chicago Theater. It's looking nice. Yeah, you could take a tour of the Chicago Theater. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up there. There's the Green Line, and then there's another train pulling into the State and Lake Station here on the loop of Chicago. You can transfer to the Red Line, which is a subway under State Street. That's how you get there. That's the exit, but there's another way to get in, just a half a block down there. So we'll see if we get the light here. Hey, we'll go across this way. We'll check out. So here, David Gray, February 2nd, Chicago Theater. 2 Chainz and Jeezy, February the 8th. Joe Bonamassa, February 21st. So there's your updated marquee. Here's State Street looking south. And Chicago Theater. Good here. Right next to there's the Torture Museum's right next to the Chicago Theater there. Talking to Caribbean about it. I'll give you a full report. Here's all the lines you can take. There we go. Oh, some people got some time out. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for doing that. I didn't even see what they were saying there, but so I guess that's the negatives of. Seems like when we use Streamlabs, we get much less trolls, but when we use the app here, you know, and it's just people scrolling through. They got to make a comment, and good for them. It feeds my engagement. A negative comment is just as valuable as a positive comment. They both can be monetized. Here's the Marina Tower. But everybody, yeah, please keep Chris in your thoughts and prayers there. Chris is going to go into surgery tomorrow. We were talking about it. And Chris, we wish the best. I hope this solves the problem there. And it's always scary, but we're pulling for you. We'll pray for you, and you'll get through this. We'll whenever you're ready, you know, let us know, and we'll let us know how the recovery goes there. But Chris, Happy New Year. Here we'll cross. Got 22 seconds here. I'll cross over Wacker Drive here. We'll check out a little of the Riverwalk here. This is just my lunch walk. The hood on my lunch break when I work downtown. No. What do people really expect? You know, I guess they think everything like I'm just like a monkey see, monkey do. I'm so suggestible here. Hey, okay, you can look all the way to the John Hancock, one of my favorite buildings in Chicago. There's the Trump Tower, and there's the Wrigley Building. Marina Towers, I like them too. There's Wolf Point. But hey, let's head down to the Riverwalk. Look at the Jewelers Building. Thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, let's check out the Veterans Memorial here. Yeah. So I've gone by the lions at the museum many times too. I went by them before Christmas because somebody said there was wreaths on them, the lions in front of the Art Institute, but I did not see the wreaths. And that's why I haven't been back there since. I was kind of miffed that someone was like, go by the lions, there's wreaths on them. And I went by the lions and there were not wreaths on them, because usually they put wreaths on them for the holidays, but I'm sure they probably took them off by now. But somehow I went over there like December 15th and there were not wreaths on them. And I'm like, did somebody take them off, or did somebody like steal them? Maybe that's what happened to the wreaths around the lions there. But yeah, we go by, there's the Route 66 sign there. We always point that out there across from the lions there at the Art Institute. I've been streaming for Chicago for 2 years. And I know you might be new to this channel. Usually people are like, stop going by the Art Institute, you walk by there too much. Same with the Bean and the Riverwalk and all this touristy stuff downtown. But I work downtown. It's easy for me to stream this at my lunch. Thanks for tuning in here. It gets repetitive, but most people just tune in to see the weather. Hey, I see a few snow flurries here. So they're working on the Riverwalk. I keep forgetting they're working on the Riverwalk in this area here. Oh, there's many areas, especially the Nederlander Theater, because that used to be the Iroquois Theater 100 years ago, and that they had a horrible fire there. Over 600 people died. It was like a midday matinee. They kind of pushed the bodies into the alley behind there. Yeah, there's so many haunted things in Chicago. The Congress Hotel. We've been inside the Congress Hotel and went inside some of the ballrooms. It was kind of freaky because we were all alone, and the lights went off and on when we went in there. Or they went on just before I went in there. It's kind of like the Shining vibe. But there's the Marina Towers. Where isn't haunted? Everywhere I go, there's something haunted. People thought it's something haunted. Everybody, somebody's haunting me. People are haunting me in the comments. That's good. Yeah, Route 66. Yeah, it goes all the way to California. It starts in Chicago, right across from the Art Institute where the lions are, Adams Street, and it goes to Ogden, and then it goes out. And then a lot of the roadways missing has kind of been replaced by the interstate system and other highways, but people try to follow generally the route. It goes all the way to California, LA, Santa Monica, I think. And what time we got here? Let me check my other phone here. I want to make sure I get back in time for this. Oh, we got 12:30, so we got plenty of time here. Let's just check out the Riverwalk here a little bit. Good. Thanks, Will. Thanks for tuning in there. I appreciate it. That's good there. So I know I got reruns of the Lions. It might be a while back because, it become there's things like that are really touristy, and then I lose my Chicago credibility piece. They're like, you're just filming touristy stuff. People want to see like O Block, and they want to see like 63rd Street, or they want to see Inglewood, or they want to see the H.H. Holmes site there for the old post office. Well, it was his old hotel there. He was a serial killer, but they tore it down, put kind of, there's like a post office there now. But all in good time. I'm just on my lunch break here, and thank you for understanding. I'm foregoing my lunch so I can stream here, just so I can get bashed by the comments. I forgot what it was like. I was really enjoying my vacation there, and I'm like, I keep doing it for all our good subscribers and people that tune in on the Lunch Bunch here. But with more exposure, I'm going to get more negative people jumping in here. It's just the nature of it. But hey, we don't even know what's going to happen with TikTok. I guess January the 10th there, they'll make a decision. Oh, yeah, the Limp Mansion there in St. Louis there. 1903, there you go there. 600 died. Yeah. So, yeah, the alley behind the Iroquois Theater actually has a name. I don't know it off the top of my head. It's in between. The Iroquois Theater is now the Nederlander Theater. It was, of course, rebuilt after the fire. It was called the Oriental Theater for years. Now it's the Nederlander Theater. That's on Randolph Street. So the alley's in between Randolph Street and Lake Street, bounded by State and Dearborn. And it's called the Plug Walk. They got murals there, and you can connect and go right over to the Goodman Theater. And that's the same alley where some of the bodies were temporarily, when they removed them from that horrible, tragic fire there in 1903. Thanks for the good information there. I appreciate it there. Yeah, Maria Towers. It is cold. But actually, this is not too bad here. We got 33 degrees. And here, let's head over to the Michigan Avenue Bridge here. I'll reverse this here. I'll get a little further. Maybe tomorrow we'll go a little further in the loop. Maybe go down. I need to go check out the South Loop. Yeah, maybe we'll go by the Lions later this week. And I don't expect people to be tuning in just for that, but no matter where I go, there's always suggestions to go somewhere else, and there's always somewhere else to go no matter where you're at. And I'm always amazed by, no matter how many times I film something, I'll still get the same question to go back to the same stuff I filmed, no matter how many times I film it. But there's other people, Stream Chicago, this Gemini, City Walking Girl. We talk about all these other people. I saw You Should Eat's been streaming, and Keys and Nia. Oh, I missed the sirens there. There's Maria Towers. Yeah, Chicago's beautiful architecture. That's why I do this. Usually if I delve, like when people ask me to weigh in on my opinions on certain news stories or stuff, people are like, we don't want to hear your opinion, just stick to architecture. It like offends people. Even I jokingly, like, now it's going to be dangerous because I can't resist. TikTok added this little feature where you can do like a little quote above your head. You can do like a little cloud bubble and say what you're thinking. I did like Happy New Year and it lasts for a day, and then I made some stupid joke about Elon Musk and free speech, and like today, like it's humor is so hard to do on the internet because people can't hear the inflection in your voice, or if you're laughing, or and sometimes, especially sarcasm, can sound really mean. And I realize the political views of my audience span the spectrum. We got people from the left and the right, and libertarian and apolitical people that don't want to hear anything about politics, and so other people that just want to talk about politics all the time. And so I just jokingly, since today's January 6th, I put in the cloud bubble on TikTok. You can go see it there right now. I was like, pardon me, but I work for Antifa. And then I was like, sarcasm. Because, I heard from my relatives. I heard from people I work with that are staunch supporters of the incoming administration that were, certainly supportive of the January 6th, which I was not. And of course, that's my opinion. But they said, oh, it was Antifa. Antifa caused the whole thing. Well, then if Trump's pardoning all these people and it was for Antifa, aren't these, were they still working for Antifa? I'm confused, But of course, that's not, people aren't going to get the joke. They're going to be all confused and they'll think I really do work for Antifa, or they think I'm like making some, unpatriotic statement when I'm just trying to show the irony in the situation that here we are 4 years after that thing, and look, we're right back where we started. It's like we're in Groundhog Day. We're back in 2020, but it's 2024. The only difference is the pandemic's over, and that goes back to what I was talking about before. It seems like Trudeau's stepping down there in Canada, and a lot of the political turmoil we got in Europe and the United States, it kind of accelerated it, either one way or the other. There's Germany's got problems with their politics, France, Canada. All the authoritarians are just laughing it up. They're just like, look, Western democracy's in crisis. See, all the billionaires got all the money, they buy elections, and then it's not really a democracy anyway. It's just the illusion of democracy, which this is the best government money can buy. Ask Elon Musk. But there's the Trump Tower. There's the Marina Towers here. And here we'll head up past the Chicago Remembers here. Here's the Vietnam War Memorial here. Pay respect to the military people that have served, are serving. We checked out that aircraft carrier there, and in Texas, we were in Corpus Christi there after Christmas. It was great. And all these people that paid the ultimate sacrifice in Vietnam War here in Chicago. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for checking out good content. So if the TikTok ban goes through, I'll continue to live stream here on YouTube. If somehow the Supreme Court takes up decision on January the 10th, I think, and either they're going to delay it or they'll put the final nail in the coffin of TikTok. Hey, 17th Church of Christ scientist. Here's George Washington statue here. Thanks, Christopher. Yeah, so TikTok ban, I can talk about that. It's probably less politically controversial from my views. I find it ironic that so much American money is already invested in TikTok. For example, some of the supporters of the Trump campaign also have private equity in TikTok, but they also have private equity probably in Facebook, Google, Meta, because they diversify their investments. But like Susquehanna, General Atlantic, these are major hedge funds that a lot of American money. They are also major investors in TikTok. So I just find it ironic. And then I really feel bad for all the people that have small businesses, people that use TikTok Shop to sell like stuff that was sold at Christmas, people that make soap or ornaments or fashion clothes. A lot of people have good little businesses on TikTok. That's economic activity. Now maybe it'll form around YouTube or Facebook or X, but I do believe there's foreign surveillance in social media apps, but I don't think it's just limited to TikTok. I think Google, Apple, Meta, and X all spy on people. They'll sell your data to corporations, and sometimes they end up in foreign governments too. And that's why I find it hypocritical that they're banning one when I don't trust any of the social media, even the ones we're on now, YouTube, because, you know, I don't trust American oligarchs to look out for my best interests. They're just milking us like cows. But, you know, I know the irony. Why am I still on this platform? If I dislike social media, why would I even waste my time on it as much as I do? But I do like connecting with people. I feel more connected to this city, and it gets me out and about and going to areas I wouldn't usually go, and just not at lunch here because I've got to go back to work here. But this is called Chicago. This is the Wrigley Building. This is the Tribute Tower. There's the Trump Tower in Chicago, and there's the Marina Towers. We're across from the London House. This used to be called the London Guarantee Insurance Building, and they added on. There's the Mather Tower. This is called Wacker Drive. This is the Michigan Avenue Bridge. These are some of the most iconic, well-known, historical vintage skyscrapers in Chicago. The Wrigley Building, if you heard of Wrigley Chewing Gum, and the Tribune Tower was the newspaper. This one became condos. It used to be offices, now it's condos. This is still offices. And here's the double-deck DuSable Michigan Avenue Bridge. Here's the 333 North Michigan, the Art Deco. And then this is neoclassical. We've been on the roof here. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to United States, planet Earth. And we'll just check out. Let's see what time we got here. I got a 1 o'clock meeting, so that's 42. Okay, good. We're doing good. Scotland. Oh yeah, I know that the media reports there's unimaginable violence and tragic violence that happens in our city. You know, little kids get crossfire at playgrounds. I mean, it's just horrible what goes on, but it goes on in all American cities. It's just the bigger the city, the worse it is. And I understand people want to blame it on our liberal Democratic mayors. It's all their problems, but you know, New York had Rudy Giuliani, and look how that turned out. It was good until it wasn't. He was America's mayor, and then he kind of went off the deep end there. So see positive, negatives, everything. There's Wrigley Building, the Tribune Tower. We'll check out the Chicago River here a little bit, and then we'll head back to work here. Oh, it's not that bad. That's why. Thanks, Lorna. Thanks, Ryan D. replying to Lorna there. Yeah, I mean, I tried to just by the fact that, you know, I've been walking to work in this city for 26 years. Not every day, but sometimes I take the train, sometimes I ride a bike, I don't have a car. And I've been live streaming most of my walks to work and home. And of course, I live on the gentrified, horrible north side. I say that tongue-in-cheek because people from the south and west sides, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're like, oh, you don't experience the same city we experience on the south and west sides. But, you know, since 2020, the violence is everywhere. It's in Uptown, it's in Lincoln Park. There's people been shot outside my window. Woke me up in the middle of the night. That was off of Fullerton, you know. And here we got some wind here. Get across the street before these sirens come here. But you know, it's so much in the consciousness. Really, almost every time I go live, no matter if I go on TikTok or YouTube, we get the same question over and over again. It's usually about the stuff people see in the news, but you know, New York City, you know, there's people just walking down the street. Here's an ambulance. Toronto. But hey, thanks for tuning in from Toronto. Yeah, I was surprised by, you're probably not surprised, I was surprised by the news that Trudeau's resigning as the party leader and prime minister there. And it's interesting. I've sensed for a long time that there was a lot of Canadians that were very frustrated with Trudeau more than we realized here in America. And it's been building and building and building. And he realizes his political future is so weakened now. I don't want Canada to be weakened by this. You know, we need Canada as a strong ally, as we need Germany and France and other members of NATO and England, you know. And I'm personally not encouraged by American oligarchs like, and that's what I'm going to call him from now on, like Musk, Elon Musk, weighing in foreign elections like England's. He's weighing in on England, and he's weighing in on Germany's elections. I don't agree with that. And it's so funny that many people, how you doing? many people that support Trump are against the CIA and the FBI, but the CIA was always criticized for involving themselves in foreign elections. Well, Elon Musk is doing the same thing. So what does he think? He's the CIA? He wants to control the world there, and the same thing they accuse other people, of the vast conspiracy and global affairs there. They're doing it out in the open, just the same way with, but hey, I'll lay off of that. See, look, people try to always get me to talk about, I did it myself. I started talking about this on my own there. So I hope I didn't offend anybody. Thanks for tuning in from Canada. And here, let me see what you're saying here in the comments here. Calgary, yeah, Dia Blaze there. Calgary, thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, just stay away from high crime areas. Julie Reed, yeah, thanks for the good comment there. Yeah, there's jobs in Chicago. Yeah, sorry to hear that, John Ross there, but yeah. Yeah, that's the dude. That's good. Hey, Kevin, how you doing there? Yeah, Kevin, I saw you beat the Minnesota Vikings there. Kevin G, thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, the Lions there. I really hope the Lions make a real run to the Super Bowl this year. You're our best chance from the NFC North there. I was just happy that the Bears beat Green Bay. Yeah, let's go back to talking about the Bears here. That's better. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for not forgetting about me. Thanks to my moderators for keeping the discourse flowing here, and everybody tuning in from Canada and all over the world there. And yeah, the real USA. I was just in Texas for 2 weeks, so does that count? I was streaming from Texas for 2 weeks. We were in Corpus Christi, Houston suburbs. I was in small towns, big towns in Texas. And, is that real enough for you? I have family that lives in Texas. Everybody wants to stereotype me just because I film from Chicago. You think you got me all figured out. You don't even know me. That's good. That's the nature of social media. I understand. I do the same thing. I'm just as bad. I'll be watching somebody's. I'm like, oh, I can't stand this. And I might have just caught they were speaking in hyperbole or something. But back to normal. Naples, Italy. Yeah, it's awesome there. Jay Sec there. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Trudeau did resign. Yeah, isn't that amazing? See, people accuse me of spreading fake news. I am not the news, and I'm just having like a friendly conversation, just like you'd have with someone on the bus or waiting for the train there. But hey, I'm gonna go back to work here. Thanks to the Lunch Bunch and Chris and everybody else. Everybody, please keep Chris in your thoughts and prayers there. He's going under surgery tomorrow there, and thanks everybody on the Lunch Bunch there. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the support and subscribing here. See, we're all set up to go on YouTube if TikTok gets banned. I have no idea what's going to happen. It's all out of our control. There's the Carbide and Carbon building here. And so I'm going to head back to work there. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you on TikTok after 5 tonight. It'll be nice and dark. We'll walk up Michigan Avenue on TikTok. Brian Really Chicago, the same name here. And we'll check out the Michigan lights there. And we'll walk back home to Lincoln Park there. Hey, have a great day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in there. We'll see you there. Hey, how you doing there? Hey, how you doing there, Cliff Roller? Nice to see you there. That's awesome. So, hey, have a good day. We'll talk to you later there. Yeah. All right, see you, John James. We'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot.